Yet one year panic could do some. Which if I am not my controller, I may say certain things in respect to could do some. Who has not wronged us in any place or any time? People need to understand something. Let's say friends, and you are comfort, but they are comfort. They were going to start their own podcast already. They have started with certain episodes that one is playing Delilah, one is playing something. People don't pay attention because of the names and some of the other stories in the
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
And we are against all of that because our personal life, every movie. We are real person with real, genuine emotions. And their podcast, they were not there because of that. It's just and I blog in the tumor and I pay the young baby. You got the baby at 7 previous and Yakup on the room. Nakatu, never been to her, but I made him beyond the wall.
Me connecting mistake twins and so. Now you say or be opposite clarify bibi mamia. Hello mistake. What's the main car?
I don't cover
no life. Me name so where some more life are.
Tell me Rashad. The fraud that call was the thing. Rashad internet fraud. Now, so personal number internet fraud.
Yeah.
Now, me so the podcast now, the voice there, about the podcast that happened about.
Yes.
A day ago. Now, the people can say sometimes, and in some TV so radio so, FSA, when you have support personality, which is when you know people personally, it's good to always seek. So, I'm a blogger, we're professional blogger, you're not bloggers. So, number two, I'm glad that your friend told you that. Which you know, you've done about 2-3 interviews with you. There wasn't any space that you emphasize that they are comfortable. Number three, you emphasize one or two things. Say, yeah, you're told you have a panic or could do some. Which if I am not my controller, I may say certain things in respect to could do some. Who has not wronged us in any place or any time? But out, just your own making a question about I don't know when and how you got this information that you inform people. I'll say, yeah, Papa.
Well, personally, he told me personally, I don't know.
Any problem?
Okay.
Yes, yeah, Papa, no. Because of say, seven previous. We will be on Antipania. There are people that you see as a father figure, people that you see as a brother figure.
Okay, so basically,
you know what to say.
On the catch him say,
yes. Any problem? Yes, I'm a panel. Vanessa, or any about.
As I said, I was a cassa. So they were like, oh, denying to the Cassa.
There be midnight, make sure they also yeah, something for your son yesterday. Who will be Nantia? Who do you something where to be? Oh, yes, yeah. That's what we need to do. When your biological father, or any other preoccupation, you have a year moves to a common. But you know, say, oh, I think you don't think it's probably something biological. But then need to hear the Catholic pound. Tell Rashad, me blogging a video over there. I say, Rashad, me, you played, you know. I want you to certain references. You remember, embrace your blogging. You know, we are expertise and professional. You would know, say, this thing, I don't think, say, I think they are trying to, if you read, I'm sure your guy actually is more informed on this podcast and how it went about. More than we are we are bringing up a new spiritual podcast. The podcast is not a place where you watch the thing to the end. We issue the disclaimer in the beginning and in the end. Why? Because we have professional entertainers and videographers who are there, guarded and civil lawyers as well. And I blog in the tumor and I pay the young baby. You got the baby at 7 previous and Yakup on the room. Nakatu never been to her, but I made him beyond the wall. What they are blocking? They're in your home. Spiritual information, 9 interviews, and I did 25 years. That's no. You don't have time to do interviews all the time. So what do? We sit down and then we try to bring up a podcast where we can share enlightenment to people. Things are trendy there. Funnyface, you are only at the end there. And then crowd, you 2% fit. Please don't go to the area. Where I gave boy, when you know, we offer to be an asshole.
Okay.
You want things that will trend, that will bring us into some limelight, or whatever blogging stuff that you want recognition for. There's vital people are. And we are off white, which means almost every day. Capitalize on it. Radio, the other. So the people that you mentioned, not about the radio money, he knows about 2%. Okumelu knows a percentage from her angle, its angle. I mean, if you are to a company, I'm here to scenario now. Now, King Mackenzie Yakutokwa, Yakutoko, or Lindabo. Not actually at the conquering. Oh, Mackenzie, and Mukumakia. Play what's not a question away apart from each other for 10 years, and now 1 year cry. Not that the problem must not be fixed, and also you need to understand something. Mr. Prince, in your comfort, but they are comfort. Not that they are comfort, and then go at but in our comfort. We are just gifted and we like to share our. We are what they see the position. Okay. Now, yet nothing. Nothing. A tragedy, a tragedy, registration. A long story sometimes. So it's better than we just sit down and talk. As I'm a podcast, you know, we really wake up in the morning and set up our podcast and try to drink and then chit chat about them. They were not that important for our podcast. We are not trying to capitalize on them. I'm a podcast and so I'm not going to be here. Gossip. You're not a gossip brand. But I say, Amma is in the background all the time. Wherever we are, Amma is there. Wherever we are home, Yahweh is there. Kwaku is there. This issue has never been solved before. Like the part where I was saying that none of the people here have said, none of the parts in the bank and I know them are changing their cook money. No, the problem has not been solved. Your money. If you know, they want to hear a problem as here. Understand that the kids are there. Women and Frama, they are still there. The responsibilities are going to still be there. Now, the name of Shaving, name of Concrete. I actually, I like when you said that there's nothing less that anyone could have done. The people that were supposed to come to Funnyface, they did not. And I hand by. You power to one more, no, and I also didn't remember, or think you have a shame in chain, or something to do. That's not you need in starting up. Also, for battery also. All this time with 2 children in between them. The inner parts of these conversations are not radio and TV at the end. They don't see one interest here, that's one way the way we do Muga. I am commanded with fear. Baku and I'm ready to come 1 month. Nia na me phone because we are recording Nia and Cassandra. And I'm the two of the TV come on. The video was even muted. What ensued in that meeting? And then the Kabegi that which was for trend. This was simply for us to highlight the new podcast, social podcast ever. Don't forget one thing, any actors, any bloggers, but who to know coming here, who to a blogger, any blogger. Tell me, if you are licensed, yes, spiritual council, I whole license, I didn't pass them. One of them, my rider, no, yeah, my rider, no. They were little to them and pay for a first president, pay for a study. I'm going to bully in my idea. Tell me, you are there, as I am proud to do that. And the idea is often. But Tony will be, and I think me, you are going to be. Tell me, I didn't get them out as a blog. I could easily compare somebody to. I don't do that. You misinform people, but why? I don't. Your captions and your content sometimes do not add up. I open your page and I see the content of the headline wasn't the same. At 2 hours, 48 minutes. You take 6 minutes and 20 minutes of the video and then put it out there and people drop the whole tweet on it, thinking that they know exactly what the interview was. So guys spent at least, I'm sure he spent some time watching the whole interview. It was what he says out there, very says that something you have to go up here on his free time to watch the thing and know that then I need to move on in the first place. That is all. One of my internet to make content, maybe here, you know, sometimes you have to account for minimum is minimum. Yeah, you know each other. Rashad, Rashad, I ain't tried that to be a brave man. Also, as a million, hey, most of them give you millions of expect. That's why we sit on our podcast, it's not nice to address people like strangers. Yes,
Mathematic. But me, and we didn't come kakra. All right. First of all, let me make this correction. Say, Monya bloggers, Monya comfort, which you've made it clear. Say Monya comfort. So if I say Monya comfort, yentry no emranching. I feel it also to more parents, you know, because me papa need income one time no cash any money. Yes, and what clarify say, what confirm say, Ebion Papa no and all that, which is also there. And on the third thing, I always see concern here say, make us say, we are bloggers, no. Say, your cast will be a blogger. The entire make us say we are bloggers, no. Bloggers, basically, no, creating content. Creating content. How would say informative, say educative, say social issues, say entertainment, say gossip. You all fall under the same umbrella. It's in the same frame. I'm not trying to demean you. Because at the end of the day, that is the work I'm doing. So why do I think I'm going to demean Obiabaye Jumani Bintino Ayadia Enye? No. I was saying say Mabe join it is a good thing. And I will say Mukrano, mu create social issues and social content. It wasn't in a bad way. I was saying my bar. And no cre say a channel with because say Yafani say maybe now so says say me odini me who are there. Me a spiritualist. Now say I say something that you disagree with what I say. Now we baby I say Rashad say we are spiritualists. Enunti no safin wo bom na bra na yenche wade bia. One can bonnet because at the end of the day you've been there several years before me. It is a woka say me ka say chena I'm a spiritualist now ka gina baby ka say Rashad said we can we say minister we see anema anko ye enti no aya bra na menche wade bia. Me mete one I wouldn't be me fane no me I won't be offended because the word kind no on a chere kwan. But what I say, that is where I was coming from. It's not because I said, Mobamua, and it may be a moment nature, but I wasn't trying to be offensive. But I am far and also and to chain. And not the Tosumi. Be Vanessa, any funny face issue. If there has been a name that has always been constant in ETA, it has always been Mystic Twins. Mudi Womupa. I am because I must say Mystic Twins crowd and crano efra Funnyface on concussion crano Mystic Twins and Vanessa Casaso Muya. We keep hearing your name, and you can't deny that. It's a mekase as same way as someone maka. I don't think the truth is far fetched. I ask someone no. Are you telling me on record say when Vanessa and Tanasi any common for Funnyface was say Vanessa, a coming and casting we so yen say. I believe so in a castle that. And I want to believe, say, when the Funnyface was so edding como, I catch a Funnyface say, a same way, the SC yen trasso will be our hanum, and you can see a count. So I want to believe, say, Moon, what near I won't make on it. What try as much as possible, some of the come was them. It's a Macassa Swamaka in private. I don't see why it needs to be public because I don't need to know, say, Vanessa, SO. Read Edema Funnyface. I feel say a problem no in as much as trimpa ye day a deviate a little bit from it. That is what I'm saying. And also yes.
I understand. Before this podcast was even aired, about 6 people on our team who are doing the production, who are doing the subtitles, even Yao, Amana Kasimua. They all feel like, hey, this thing comes out, it's going to look some way. We know these things, we are aware of these things because of the sensitivity of the whole topic. But the aspect of this whole thing that Anna in the podcast listening said, they were going to start their own podcast already. They have started with certain episodes that one is playing Delilah, one is playing something. People don't pay attention because of the names and some of the actual stories anymore.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
And we are against all of that because our personal life, we are real person with real genuine emotions. And their podcast, they were not there because of that. Now, in comedian, the second episode of that competition that we had, because you go where we are, were issues that we want to tackle basically on spirituality. But this is we are. And go on, we never can say that kind of thing. But once I and get what the next day, you have to actually do a better one, and even that one too kind of went out of line.
Yes.
And we just okay.
Mystic.
Funnyface is going to be triggered. I spoke to him this morning about 6 hours ago. He can't be triggered because he was never in that state.
Mystic.
Bro, I can fix for and better for. Let's recommend the clients, patients from here. Am I? I'm people into them. So that's
Mystic.
Yeah, I'm not going to it's a doctor now calling school, maybe you know. Every recommended client, you say, okay, this person, this is really the materials on Canadian. What psychic you say? This person really does not have a mental breakdown. It was simply because a man because of what the private and saying, yes, we will know me. We may not put the camera and put it in our face and run like how our brother did that. And second, we are stronger men than him.
All right, Mystic. What I'm trying to say is
no, doing that for you because of all of these things. They're making a change and say these things are Ghana for a canon. But to stop institutionalizing Funnyface like he's a mental sickness guy. He's not sick.
Mystic.
He's normal.
Mystic. You and I are educated. You are a very educated person. I've had a couple of encounters with you 2 or 3 times. You're an educated person. So we all know, when somebody goes through a situation, when enablers and the triggers are identified, you and I know, the first advice a doctor will make man say, as much as possible, we avoid that situation, as best as we can. For example, you say because you're a brother, we are all brothers. Time program, there was a point. Funnyface stood up, and then he was a bit. I say, Emma, Vanessa cracker said to us, no, cause I'm messy way be. You know, say somebody who has been through a situation. Somebody who has been through a situation. I don't think, say, you being a family. You are practically a family member to Funnyface because in relation to Vanessa and to what you precope.
But the point is that all of these things, this conversation, this podcasting, it's not like anybody was coerced or pushed to come and sit there and then publicly humiliate themselves about their own personal challenges.
That's not what I'm saying.
They willingly. They willingly felt like one day we're going to share a story, we're going to share a story. Oh, it seems like things are doing this thing. I think, yeah.
Mistake, you are missing the point. Yeah. Mistake. Most points now we're missing in the Kwagu. Metias is here. It's a Funnyface. If I get opportunity to have, Mr. Mpacho, if I have the opportunity to have Funnyface here, and Vanessa or Hanuma, I will interview them together.
Yes.
But you being a family member, Debbie,
the fact family member proud of it's even questionable.
Yeah, but that has always been the name. Say you are related.
Because of in the beginning, because we asked them, and they have I think peaceful and a Tom. Understand that these people who have real families, they have real people that are blood and connected to them. So I never playing brother, playing by one has led Vanessa because of the last meeting that we had at our house. And some of it is that never way, why do you think of about all of these things? There's more to what the 48 minutes videos that people see online. But it's them and the better home and I'm going to be some. And Rashad is a new one. These bloggers that have been posting this thing, I don't know them to call them and tell them that but I won't see now we media into the process.
Yes, we media what questions kakran, but it's all good. But my last question, my last question, question say program needs to anything. I'm forecast it was therapeutic. Say you just wanted them to air their problems and all that. What was the purpose? That's what I want to know.
It is therapeutic because once the third individuals in this are not speaking. But if they spoke and told you how refreshing it was, hearing each other all this time, all the 5 years, it's never stuck in the same place. The first time they stuck in the same place, then expressed how much love and hate they have towards each other. Turns out was in the house. Up the time, no. Okay, am I okay? No. They have never been able to sit down in the same space without a building collapsing. Actually, there are a lot of people that these are not real reactions. And you say this had never one more. But it's a better day, it's a better feeling. So I'm better not say. Now, this guy here won't come say, Charlie, come on, and that's one. And they'll say they come repeat to my ear. And the idea of that because I'm proud of them, it's just unfortunate that people are thinking that we wanted to just help her vindicate herself. They wanted you to also not victimize yourself all the time. And they are putting like a mental health patient or a patient or a strong, able man. Will go through an emotional breakdown. It's emotional, financial. So Ghana, the promoter now, you should not victimize and make him look like some, weakling who has been a simp for an evil woman. No, human beings.
Mr. Kwakusimi Musa said, was the purpose now intended? Were you able to achieve it?
Yeah, honestly, on the first episode, we were in the beginning. It was going so well until the latter part of it. Then we realized that this was actually been helpful when the cameras were off. The interview was about the podcast was about 5 hours. We put about 3 hours there. So the rest of the 2 hours it was pure healing, pure laughter, and pure teasing. We went to drop Vanessa. We were done. The video has been done for about a week now. But if you went to drop her off, there'll be some healing. But people don't see that part. He didn't show business. He didn't show business. It was more of a spiritual healing that had a camera light to it. That is all. But just because we started off with them, there's a lot of people that are in line. After the bro, every time they come, you can't see me. Let's this was just something that we felt like, all right, let's just give them a teaser of what the special podcast they are bringing.
Mr. Matthias, we there. Behind the scenes, Mefro. Now you didn't come away. Behind the scenes, Mefro. Now, who grab a share me a check? Mr. Kubo share me a check. Kubo share me a check.
No, Pro, we show happy birthday.
Me have a friend of Jim Brunya, the birthday, and birthday, me have a Jimmy. Me we are from
Happy birthday. Tell you about me.
Make a Kwaku
Supremo
Mr. Twins. Now say or share.
Yes, so what share now?
Clarify.
But I felt to say hit na a free video ni mabano. He was more or less like addressing the general issues rather than tackling what we were talking about. Because we were trying to bring him in. Still, now I don't know what sounds so cassava the general thing now for F and all. But I still say personally, I feel said there was nothing therapeutic about their course or not. What I say, because me and Kasebia all organize a therapy session. Ediama individuals be a now group will be. Now fair opportunity man Kasa said they also Kasa. That is how I feel, because watching the video I felt as I say Vanessa wasn't given the opportunity to express herself. Said they're not also expressing into maintaining the stance say they're therapeutic and giving the opportunity. Alcohol. That is how I feel. And I don't think any professional therapist there.
Okay. I was a friend say issues, and I'm mistake ever chilling.
Yeah.
I never see a four, your mama, papa, Bahaye.
The white zone is for
Accra, are you ready? This is projects, it's tradition, it's culture, it's vibes, it's a feast. Get your appetite and your squad, because it's time for Fufu on the Park.